She grew up on the north side, but now she lives in Darwin. She's a paramedic.
Well, that was rude. Not okay. So now I'm in this like questionable field where I'm pretty sure there's like a rapist hiding around here. So there's a kid coming, but not only did he come, all of his 12 of his little friends came, and he still kept being shirtless and weird. So I waited like 10 minutes and they started like camping out there or something, like it's free in a movie premiere or something. But so I moved, and there's a dog turd right there. Fabulous. I don't know if I have it right. So I completely forgot what I was saying, so sorry if I repeat something. I don't feel like looking back at the footage, but yeah. So the park where I was before, around the corner, was actually the park where I learned to ride my bike like 2 years ago. JK. 2 years ago I knew how to ride my bike, okay? It was like 4 years ago maybe. So yeah, good old no-name bikey. And then I remember the very first attempt, maybe like 6 years ago. I know it doesn't look like it, but this hill is actually really steep and lumpy, like really. So my mom gave my sister like $5 or something. She's like, okay, here's your $5. This is like your task is to teach your sister how to ride a bike. So my sister took me here. She skipped the whole plat. This is sorry, that was in French. This whole flat like field back there around by the park, and she took me to this like humongous hill. And it was like 10 feet shorter back then, so it was like even more ginormous. And she's like, okay, Alana, you're on your bike, right? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, good. So she pushed me down. She pushed me down the hill. I had no idea what I was doing. I was going so fast, and it was crazy. And I couldn't pedal because the pedals were going like for me, right? And so I started freaking out. I started crying, and before I died, well, I didn't die. What the hell? Sorry. I don't know. But before I almost died, that's what I meant to say, I kind of leapt off my bike and assumed fetal position. And yeah, it was pretty scary. So I think in honor of being a spontaneous young adult, I'm going to ride down that hill of death. I'm going to bring back tragic memories. So this has already been like 8 minutes already. It's been about 8 minutes. That's imaginary clock. I'm gonna have to edit this because it's like really bad. So I went on a bike ride, and on the way I saw like a billion skateboarders, a billion children, 4 guys that looked like Jesus, and so many other wonders of the world. And I was going past. Okay, so I kind of went into incognito mode. So I put on a skanky top so nobody would recognize me. It's like, hey, is that Alana? Nope, she looks too skanky. Alana's really modest and socially awkward and insecure. But, I had that, modest shorts on, sunglasses, and my really dorky helmet, and these, shoes that are not the ones that I normally wear. So I'd be surprised if anyone recognized me. So, of course, I'm a firm believer in safety first. So I'm really scared that one day they'll be like, I'm a grown up, I'm not gonna wear a helmet, will be the day that I crash and fall and die. So I still wear that really dorky looking helmet, and it's so embarrassing and dorky. I'm gonna see if maybe this summer I can try and get my parents to get me another one. So yeah, I was biking down, and guess who I ran into? I ran into like 6 of my somewhat acquainted friends who were all waiting at the bus stop, and there they were, all fashionable and young and fun, and like all with their friends and their phones hanging out. They're all hanging out with their phones and like looking all stylish and waiting by the bus stop. They're probably going to like the mall or somewhere fabulous. So I rode past them, and then I recognized them. It was hard at first. I'm like, oh yeah, that looks like, oh wait, that is all of them. So I stopped, and for some reason, I don't know why, but I stopped. I'm like, oh hey there, and then they're like, what? And so one of them was nice enough to come up and talk to me. Not come up, but we shouted because I was on the other side of the street. So they're all like, yeah, we're just hanging out, going to the mall, being sociable, young adults. And I'm like, I'm getting ice cream. And then, I'm not even joking, they're like, oh, okay, cool, where are you going? And then I was just like, telling them where. And yeah, it was just pretty cray-cray. So yeah, I ran into them, and I got to the ice cream store, and it was just like a dairy store, but it's pretty much ice cream, right? So I parked I know for a fact that there aren't any like bike thingies there, so luckily there were 2 ladies out giving themselves lung cancer. So I just parked my bike. I'm like, hey, can you make sure nobody steals my bike? And they're like, sure. And so I went in, got some ice cream. It was good. I got chocolate chip cookie dough, and it was really good. I was just hanging out. There's this little area behind the parking lot, not behind the parking lot, kind of across from the parking lot. There's a little strip of like grass and trees and stuff, and then there's a road and all that. So I was hanging out there, and that's where I was planning on doing my vlogging, but there were people behind me in the parking lot, and then there are cars going crazy, and then there are people walking on the sidewalk like this is friggin' like summer or something, right? So there's a lot of people around, so I wasn't just gonna whip out my camera and like start confessing about my day. So on the way back home, I started looking for suitable places to vlog. I wanted to look for more foresty, greeny background to look like I do actually get out and be active, because I didn't just want to go back home, back up to my room and do that. No, so everywhere there's either people there were just people everywhere. That, and the only places that didn't have people were places where like gangs hung out. I didn't really feel comfortable going there. So yeah, and then I came to the park, and then people came. Actually, I came to the park once, and then there's like 3 people there, so I just did another lap around the block, and I came back, and then more kids came, so I came out into this sketchy hydro field. That was a sketchy hydro park theme song. People are talking to me. I'm so popular. Holy shoot, this is like, ooh, I think I just revealed my password to like everybody. Alright, well, I want to wrap this up. So it was a very eventful day of being weird. I'm just going to head home now, because my parents will be home soon. My sister is just hanging out in the background. I want to upload this video that I can edit it, and I still have homework to do, so I should probably do that. So after I'm out being all like amazing and stuff, I have to go back in and be lazy on my computer. But I try. I actually did get out, so hopefully I'll sleep better tonight. Actually, I sleep better anyways. So I'm always like really tired, as you can tell. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to. Oh my god, there's like, I don't know if you can hear that, but millions of people have just texting me. It went on like 4 times. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop it there. It's like 16 minutes so far, so I'm just gonna try and cut it down. Alright, okay, see ya, okay, bye.